and welcome to quarter four. Mrs. Evinger here. I know that with the pandemic this year of COVID-19, our learning is going to look a little different this quarter than it has the rest of the year. But I know that you are excellent students and have a wonderful foundation. So I hope that you enjoy learning in this non-traditional instruction environment. This quarter, quarter four, when Mr. Henderson and Mrs. Hurd and I discussed, we identified your research standards as the standards to prioritize for our learning. And so I just kind of want to go over a little bit of what to expect this week and this quarter and how this is going to look. So this is the part in class where I would ask you what research is and we'd brainstorm, and then I would ask somebody to check Siri. So go ahead and ask Siri, what is research, or define research. And I'm going to give you the definition that I have. So research is a systematic investigation into and study of materials and sources in order to establish facts and research new conclusions. Of course, with what's going on in the world, we've heard a lot about research and sources and how that is impacting the projections and the information that we are receiving from the daily briefings of the government. And with our cell phones and our iPads and our Chromebooks and all of the technology available to us, we live in an age of information. And sometimes I think that information goes into over-information. I feel like I'm so inundated with information that I'm not always sure what to do with it. And so what we would like to work on this quarter is taking information and gleaning it for the tidbits that are going to help us to establish facts and find new conclusions. And so I am going to focus on teaching you how to construct a paragraph in MLA format using cited sources from your research. So a couple of things here, and since we're not in the classroom, we're not going to embark on a long research project with the inquiry question and the opportunity to really navigate sources with my help. Unfortunately, the facilitation of that isn't as feasible through online means as it is in the classroom. So what I have done is I've designed a unit where we are going to research information relevant to a novel. I know some of you have reached out to me and asked me for reading recommendations and just some more work because you're bored, and I love that. But so what I'm going to recommend is that you read the novel Unwind by Neal Shusterman. And what I've done for you on your week-long assignment that's broken down day by day, I have given you a link to the full text version of this novel. Okay, so you can read this novel, but not all of us are readers, and I know that too. So I've also given you a link to the audiobook. The audiobook can be found on YouTube, and so you can read along to that audiobook, or you can listen to the story. So when you find yourself bored and perusing through your TikTok videos, and you feel like you've seen the same one 100 times, you can go ahead and listen to the story and go for a walk, or pick up the tablet and open the PDF and read this novel. It's an excellent novel. It is a lower Lexile level. It's usually recommended for middle school students, so it should be easy for us to read and listen to. So to introduce the novel, I'd like to go ahead and read the back of the cover for you. I will tell you that each chapter is broken up into different characters. So the narrator follows these 3 different characters while they navigate this world. And it is a dystopian novel. So it's the opposite of a perfect world. It is a not perfect world. Connor, Risa, and Lev are running for their lives. The Second Civil War was fought over reproductive rights. The chilling resolution: life is inviolable from the moment of conception until age 13. Between the ages of 13 and 18, however, parents can have their children unwound, whereby all of the child's organs are transplanted into different donors. So life doesn't technically end. Connor is too difficult for his parents to control. Risa, a ward of the state, is not talented enough to be kept alive. And Lev is a tithe, a child conceived and raised to be unwound. Together, they may have a chance to escape and to survive. So, dystopian novels, that's what we're going to research this week, because I want you to find a dystopian novel that you're interested in, and I highly recommend that you read Unwind. And I am going to refer to it in our research projects this quarter. So if you read it, you have that background knowledge that's going to be helpful. So this week, each day, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you're going to have a different assignment to prepare you to write a paragraph using the sources I've given you to establish facts and reach your own conclusion. So on Friday, I'm going to ask you to answer a question in MLA format. On Thursday, I'm going to model this for you and show you how I would use the 3 sources to synthesize my own research. So I'm giving you 3 different sources. I'm giving you one on Monday to read and respond to. I'm giving you a source on Tuesday to read and respond to. And I'm giving you a source on Wednesday to read and respond to. As you are reading these sources, I suggest that you take some notes, some targeted notes to answer these questions. So these are the questions we're going to talk about later in the week. The first one is, how did the genre of dystopian novel emerge? Let me repeat that for you. How did the genre of dystopian novel emerge? That's question number 1. Question number 2, how does the literary genre of dystopian novels contribute to a society? So number 2, how does the literary genre of dystopian novels contribute to society? So on Monday, you're going to read an article. Take notes on those 2 questions. On Tuesday, you're going to read an article. Please take notes on those 2 questions. On Wednesday, you're going to watch a short video clip. It's about 5 or 6 minutes long. Watch that and take notes to those 2 questions. On Thursday, I'm going to be back via video to show you how to assemble your information and synthesize a response. Okay? So you're going to take your notes and you're going to synthesize a response. I'm going to show you how to do that. And then on Friday, you're going to do that on your own and submit a paragraph for me to grade. All right? Again, if you have some time this week to read Unwind, I recommend you get started on that. It's going to be helpful in setting some context for our research projects this quarter. If you have any questions, you can reach me at my email, aevinger@gccschools.com, or I'm also on Instagram at Mrs. Evinger. And if you're on Instagram, you can message me or watch those live videos, or we can chat if you need some help through that. So that's a lot to take in. Hopefully this video establishes the purpose for this week's assignments and gives you some direction and focus as we continue to learn together. My video would not be complete, my introduction to the quarter would not be complete if I didn't say that I miss you all. The decision to close schools for the remainder of the school year was an important decision to make for the safety of our communities, and I respect and understand that. However, I do miss you, I still love you, and I'm still here for you. So please reach out if you need anything. Please stay healthy, both physically, mentally, and emotionally. You are important, and this world needs you here.